wanna be the very best that no one ever was. To catch them is my real test. To train them is my cause. I will travel across the land, searching far and wide. Each Pokemon will understand the power that's inside Pokemon!
Yo, everybody, man, and welcome back to another Kid Cash video. And today, we are doing what is the best Pokemon starter out there. You know you got your favorite, I got my favorite. So without further ado, let's see who's the best starter Pokemon. Alrighty, we starting off with Fennekin and Bulbasaur. Now this one, I mean, come on, it's easy. Not only is Bulbasaur OG, try not to have too much of an OG influence in this, but I mean, come on. I'm not really a fan of Fennekin's evolutions anyway. They're alright, they're okay, but Bulbasaur, I mean, that was my Pokemon I used to choose back in the day before I knew he was the easy mode, but I'm going with that. Next, we got Snivy versus Torchic. I had a Snivy toy, but anyway, Torchic, I mean, come on, Blaziken, are we serious here? Now, there's nothing wrong with Snivy. It's pretty cool, like, I just think he just comes to like a large, long little snake. I would rather have a fire chicken. Who wouldn't want a fire chicken? You know what I'm saying? Torchic is an OG anyway, or not just say OG, but the evolution, how Blaziken looks, is cool. Like a martial arts chicken, we gotta go Torchic easily a little bit. Next round, we got Totodile versus Rowlet. Now, I do think Rowlet is underrated. Yeah, I think it's my favorite evolution out of the Sun and Moon trio. I think, forgot what that long bird cool looking thing was called. It started with a Q or anything, but anyway, I feel like that one was the coolest. But Totodile for Alligator, I mean, come on, man. Totodile, I want to put the iconic in there, but Totodile is gonna have to win this one. I wish Rowlet would have faced somebody else though. Now we got Chespin versus Fuecoco. Talk about the battle of mid. I would say that though, only if Fuecoco, his Alligator last form again, is the coolest of his generation. Chespin, on the other hand, he has a good first form, but his other two just gets worse and worse. Well, his second form might be the worst. I don't know how your best form is your pre-evolution form. That makes no sense to me. Chespin is his best version of himself. His evolutions are horrible. So for that, I'm gonna have to go to Fuecoco. I think Fuecoco got the better evolutions easily. Now we got Ocelot versus Grookey. Grookey's tough. Again, I think Grookey evolution is okay. I forgot, I don't know the names, but I know he has like a little drum, gets long little dreads, type of monkey vibe. So he's cool. Ocelot though gets into some not a Pegasus, but some sea monster creature. I know what it looks like, but I don't know the name of it. But it's like a dang, whatever. You know how it looks, you know how it be. But I'm gonna have to go with Ocelot here though, because Grookey, again, evolutions, they're just not hitting for me. They're not hitting for me. So I have to go with Ocelot. Next round. Why, man? Why is this the next round? We got Charmander versus Chimchar? This is right, the best trios of it all in here, man. One of the best fire types if you had to choose out of all of starter Pokemon. You got a Fernape, Charizard, Charmeleon, the second form of Chimchar. But anyway, though, I mean, dang. This is tough. This is rough. You know what? For me personally, I know y'all not gonna like it. Probably not. I'm gonna have to go Chimchar. I think Chimchar is cooler than Charmander. Now, Charmeleon might have the second form, I can't remember that, but for me, Charizard is cool. I would rather go with Infernape. I think Infernape is one of the cooler final evolutions ever. Next, we got Cyndaquil versus Quaxly. This is a walk in the park. Come on now. Typhlosion, Quaxly, I don't even know what you're evolve into. Come on now. This is easy. Lightweight, Cyndaquil. Next, we got something called a Springato, whatever. And then we got Litten. I think Litten, when it evolves into the big cat, which is called, I'm struggling with names, which is called, it's a lot, okay? Anyway, and I stopped going for it in Pokemon. I went off a little bit, but anyway, it's called, phone check, one moment. It's called Incineroar. And Incineroar, as of the Sun and Moon trio, I think Incineroar is the coolest last form of the, well, actually, I take that back. I already said Rowlet was the best, but Incineroar is a top close one because that's a big fire cat. Pretty cool, so I'm gonna have to go Litten here easily. I don't think that's really close. Now we got Trico versus Chikorita. I like Bayleaf, last form of Chikorita, so I think Bayleaf, his second form, is pretty cool, but his last form is a miss. Trico, on the other hand, come on, Sceptile and Gorgoroval. It's like, come on, man, you gotta go Trico here. Next, you got Froakie versus Mudkip. This is just like the last one a little bit. Like, you had Charmander and Chimchar. Now you hitting Froakie with Mudkip. Oh, this is rough, man, but I gotta go with Froakie, man. Greninja over Swampert. I'm sorry. I mean, I think that's just the pick there. You gotta go there. Now you got Tepig versus Sobble. This is a mid-off. This is one of the worst evolutions that he can ever go in, and it keeps getting worse. He gets like a bigger pig with a pig face. It's horrible. Sobble, again, I don't know what design. Why are we getting this on the last two? Deserve to go in the last round. Not the last two, but well, yeah, the last one we did, they deserve to go in the next round. And then Charmander, Chimchar deserve to go in the next round. But we get Tepig and Sobble for the next one. It's rigged. This is horrible. But anyway, I might just go Sobble, to be honest. I think the first form of Sobble is low-key better than Tepig. I don't think that's much of a difference, to be honest. Now we got another water trio. We got Piplup versus Squirtle. This is a walk in the park again. And it's just obvious. Squirtle evolutions are better than Piplup. They don't really do it for me. All right, next we got Scorbunny versus Piplup. I think Scorbunny is one of the cooler Pokemon down the generations. Piplup, to be honest, it's whatever to me. I know it's evolutions, the penguin looking thing, but to be honest, I think Scorbunny's cooler. It's got a cooler form, to be honest. Next we got Turtwig versus Bulbasaur. What's up with these matchup? Grass versus grass, water versus water, fire versus fire. But this again for me, I gotta go with Bulbasaur, man. Turtwig, I never chose Turtwig, man. I was always the other two. I never chose Turtwig, but Bulbasaur, I was a main Bulbasaur guy before I knew he was easy mode. But anyway, I think Bulbasaur now, Ivysaur is probably his coolest one. Venusaur though, he's like some ugly green moss thing, but Bulbasaur, come on, gotta go Bulbasaur. I think that's it. So you gotta choose that. Next is Turtwig and Totodile. This is rough. I mean, you got Blaziken versus Feraligatr. I knew this wouldn't be a walk in the park, but this is crazy. All right. I'm gonna have to go. I said Torchic. My bad. Torchic and Totodile, Feraligatr versus Blaziken. Me personally, I'm gonna have to go Torchic, man. I think a fire chicken again is cooler than a water alligator. That was close, but we get that, and then we get this. Is these do-overs? I don't know. I feel like I saw these before. But anyway, Ocelot versus Fuecoco. I feel like I saw Fuecoco before. So let's just go Ocelot, I believe. I don't know if it's messing up or not. All right, never mind. It's the next round. So I'd rather go Ocelot anyway than whatever the alligator looking thing. I think the other forms were decent. It's just they're not doing it for me. But next, Chimchar is running the gauntlet because it went through Charmander and now it's going through Cyndaquil. This is another tough one, man. Typhlosion. Look at that design. Bro got an explosion on his back and he got a happy face while doing it. And Chimchar got a fire butt. Pause. And he also, his evolution is also cooler, man. This is rough, tough, you name it. But for me, out of those three fire types, Chimchar's cool and all, but I think Cyndaquil's cooler. Hate me in the comments all you want. I think Cyndaquil's my favorite of those two and of those three. I gotta go Cyndaquil. Next, we got Litten versus Trico. We go from that to this. You know what I'm saying? This is another walk in the park. Give me Trico. Sorry, Litten, even though your evolution is cool. Next, you got Froakie versus Sobble. I don't know how round 2 is easier than round 1. Let's go, Froakie. Easy. Lightweight. Now we got Squirtle versus Scorbunny. Sorry, Scorbunny, but it's how far as you go because Squirtle is easy. That's crazy. Squirtle and Bulbasaur is going farther than Charmander and Charizard. But now we got Bulbasaur versus Torchic. This one is rough. Torchic easily has the better evolution later on. I think Blaziken is better than Venusaur, but I think Ivysaur is better than the second form of Torchic. I got the vision, not the name. But this is where it comes down to, is what we're looking at. Is Bulbasaur versus Torchic. That's rough. That's really rough, man. For me personally, me using poison powder, me using sleep powder, me using a vine whip and razor leaf, I'ma have to go with Bulbasaur because I always did Bulbasaur, and in the other games I always did Sceptile I always did Trico instead of Torchic. So I'ma have to go Bulbasaur. These are tough, man. But now we got Ocelot. I don't know how he made it this far, and Cyndaquil. This is lightweight Cyndaquil. I don't think he's much of a big here. This one's rough. Trico versus Froakie. Greninja versus Sceptile. If I had to choose this to be my finals, this is kind of probably where it would be. It's these two. But me personally, I gotta go Trico. Greninja is cool. He's the coolest. But Trico is just better to me, man. That's one of the OGs going up. And that's one of the most Pokemon I chose. Emerald. I have to go Trico, bro. I'm sorry, man. That one, these are rough. Now we got an OG battle. You would think it would be Charmander. It's not. It's Squirtle versus Bulbasaur. If I had to do neck and neck, Bulbasaur versus Squirtle, it's probably 50-50, but Wartortle and Blastoise is easily 1,000% better than Venusaur and Ivysaur. Wartortle and Ivysaur can switch swap. swap, but I probably lean towards Squirtle, so sorry. I think Squirtle's probably the best out of Bulbasaur. Now, out of Charmander, that's rough though. That's how you know this tournament style how it is, because I'll probably go Charmander over Squirtle, but then I'll probably go Bulbasaur over Charmander. I don't know, man. It's a weird coin flip, all right? It's a weird coin flip. But next, we got Cyndaquil versus Trico. This is semifinals, man. This is another tough one, man. I'm gonna have to go. I gotta go Cyndaquil. I'm sorry, Trico. That was rough, man. And we got the finals. Squirtle versus Cyndaquil. To me, that last round was harder. I'm not a Squirtle, man. I'm a Cyndaquil, man. I said it. I named it. I owe myself to it, man. Cyndaquil is easily the coolest starter Pokemon out there. I'll argue with you. I'll argue to a wall with it, man. It's easily Cyndaquil. Typhlosion is probably the coolest last evolution ever. All the starter Pokemon. I think this is a hit list. Again, all these could go other ways. Really tough in the later generations. They kind of fell off, to be honest. But my generation down the line, yeah, it's tough, man. But let me know down in the comments how you feeling, man. What is your favorite starter Pokemon? Who would you have winning this? Let me know, and I'll catch you later on the next. Like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.